And we have a question from the Dunbar Academy mailbag. This one is about jumping up from Norma. My question is, how do I stop my golden doodle from jumping? He gets beyond excited and out of control. Other than that, he is great. He is 2 years old, and we have trained him from the beginning. What, you train him to jump up from the beginning? Again, invoke the maxim. Good question. How to stop my golden doodle from jumping. Invoke the maxim. This is wrong, what is right? How to greet people. Have him sit. To get it to work, we need to troubleshoot the problem. So when dogs are out of control, because the stimulus is too exciting and they're just over the top and they can't even hear the commands you give, what you've got to do is to troubleshoot the problem. It's very difficult to solve in the course of everyday living. You've got to have a setup. So if the jumping up happens on the street, you've got to have 10 people you know walking around the block clockwise while you all spaced out by 25, 50 yards and you walk in the other direction. So you know for every lap you're going to meet 10 people who know what to do. Not to approach the dog, to stand still, not to pet the dog until it's sitting. And then pet the dog and give it 10 treats. And the dog will soon learn, when people approach, it's pretty smart to sit. I get fed my breakfast on walks these days. Front door, same thing. You're going to have a sitting to greet people at the front door party. So always think, if this is wrong, what is right? It is so much easier to set the dog up for success and reward the dog for getting it right than it is to have all these kinds of punishments when the dog does it wrong. Putting the dog in another room, locking the dog outside, keeping the dog on leash, shouting at the dog, all because visitors come round. I mean, it's silly, and the dog will never get it, So just teach the dog to sit by troubleshooting and reward the dog with your praise and happiness when he now sits dutifully, compliantly, willingly, happily, compliantly to greet visitors. So thank you, Norma. This is a good question.